And good morning. Welcome back to another edition of Cookie's Tekken Talk Table, following the GPD Win Max series. Today we're going to cover Tekken 7. I'm going to go through story mode and go through the settings on how I was able to maximize 60 frames per second consistently from start to finish. I just wanted to say thank you for all you guys out there who watched my Facebook Live as I showcased Tekken 7 through Facebook. Today is the actual recording that I wanted to make just to talk about some things about the game and how to maximize your settings in the options mode. As before, as you look at the top left corner of Steam, because this is running through Steam, you will be able to see that I'm running at 60 frames per second, and I usually drop between 56, 57 to 60. It's variable, but normally it's just 60 frames a second with these optimal settings. I will get into that after story mode. Without further ado, I'm just going to get right into the video. So while this loads up, I just wanted to quickly say and answer some questions from the Facebook Live yesterday. Yes, you can plug in 2 controllers at a time. In fact, I believe you can even plug in 3 controllers at a time. There are 2 USB-Cs on the back of this device, and also you can plug in an arcade stick. 2, because there's 2 USB 3.0s in the back of this device. Of course, I'm going to show you in the camera right there that you can see 2 USB 3.0s. Also, once again, I am streaming through my capture card, so I'm going to turn myself sideways so you can see that I'm actually playing this on this device, and I'm streaming it from this. Also, want a quick note. For some reason, Tekken 7 will have a screen deficiency when I run it through the capture card with borderless mode. So to show this the way that I'm showing it right now so you can see all the footage correctly, I'm not running it in full screen mode. I guess that's just an incompatibility with my Avra Media capture card and this device for that particular game. Just this particular game. So without further ado, let's get into the game. So keep in mind that the frame counter through the settings of Steam is at the top left corner right there. You can see it, 60 frames. It's small, but you can still see it. Okay. So no, I didn't buy the extra characters just yet, but I will at some point. Anna Williams is like the only character that I like in Tekken, next to Nina, so naturally she was the only DLC character that I was going to purchase. However, if anyone else out there that wants to sponsor me, feel free. I like to get the rest of the characters. Right now I'm kind of on a budget, so I can only, pay for what I like. Uh-oh. I forget I'm in arcade mode now. And see, we're still at 60 frames a second. This game has been performing wonderfully for me, and as anyone who's seen my previous video about Street Fighter V, this D-pad is phenomenal. So yes, as you can see, I have no issues performing combos on this device. This is just simply running like silk with no dedicated GPU.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh, Akuma. I didn't think I was gonna fight Akuma.
Round one. Fight.
And there you have it. So I went through arcade mode just to show some gameplay where I stayed consistently at 60 frames per second. As you can see, I didn't have any problems performing any of the combos. My knowledge base with Anna Williams, It's been a while since I've played Tekken, but one thing I do understand about the series is that it's a legacy game. So I was able to do moves from Tekken 2 all the way up until where she's at right now with some modifications. And remembering some of the changes in her command system. Her moves have evolved since Tekken 5, so there's a lot that still exists and there is a lot that does not exist anymore. So trying to remember that is going back into my memory banks to kind of bring that out. You know, it's kind of janky. But I'm going to press start. Okay. And I'm going to go into the settings just to quickly show you guys what I'm doing to make this game run at a consistent 60 frames. So when you go into the graphics settings, this is where it matters the most. I do have VSync on. VSync has really helped. I do not have the frames per second display, only because I have Steam doing it for me. So the rendering scale is at 50%. You can have it up to about 61 to 62 while still being able to not compromise gameplay. The anti-aliasing here is off. Shadow settings is on low. So most of the stuff is on low. You can have the texture quality on medium while still maintaining 60 frames per second. So at the settings that I was playing right now would be equivalent to graphic settings almost like a PS Vita, but better looking, as you can see. So of course I'm playing it in window mode, and that's only because of the capture card not being able to be compatible with this device running it borderlessly. However, when you run the game borderlessly, without me streaming it through the capture card, it runs just fine. The scaling is correct. And yes, I'm gonna quit. So that concludes my current gameplay demonstration of Tekken 7 on the GPD Win Max. If you'd like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Ring the bell for notifications. I will be doing more videos every other day to every day, depending on the time that I have throughout the week. I'm going to be doing all that I can to display and do demonstrations of more fighting games on Steam. As I continue throughout Steam, I will also do other emulation gaming as well, and also do a touch-on subject on how to copy ISOs correctly from your PS1, PS2, and PS3 discs, so that I can talk more about the differences between bad emulation versus just a bad ISO. More about that a little bit later, but thank you for joining for this demonstration of Tekken 7 on GPD Win Max. I'll see you with the next video.